And good morning, curling fans, and welcome back to the 2024 Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championships. We are back here at the Moncton Curling Club in beautiful Moncton, New Brunswick. I'm Dan Holowaychuk, and joining me in the booth is Olympic gold medalist Penny Shantz, your reigning three-time Canadian Masters champ, going to be attempting to get to her fourth one. Penny, we got a full slate today.
We do, Dan. This morning's game should be exciting. We've got Team Alberta, and the skip is, oh geez, Atina Ford?
Yes.
Geez. I know so much about these girls, and yet I lost it there. Atina Ford is the skip. Shannon Morris is playing third. Sherry Pickering is playing second, and Corey Morris is playing lead. And they curl out of 4 different curling clubs: the Okotoks Curling Club, Calgary Curling Club, Irricana, and Sherwood Park Curling Club. And I would like to say at this time that 3 of these girls were originally from Saskatchewan, so they're kind of Sasky girls, right? Mm-hmm. Northwest Territories.
Oh my goodness.
Just have to find them here. The skip is Sharon Cormier. The vice skip is Cheryl Tordoff. The second is Marta Moyer. And the lead is Kelly Kalo.
All right, so our feature matchup, but we also have 7 other games. We'll be giving you some updates on those, but if you want to check out any of the scores and the standings, if you go to curling.ca/scoreboard, you'll be able to look at all those there, and you can track them, and we'll try to get you updates when we get the information on our end here.
Right. So to start this game today, this is Northwest Territories' first game out. They did not play yesterday. They had an opportunity to throw some practice rocks early in the day, but this is their first time on the ice, so they'll be kind of getting their legs out there. Whereas Alberta had a great game yesterday against BC ladies, and it came down to the 8th end.
Lots of room.
And
Last rock.
last rock in that game. Alberta defeated BC, so they're sitting at 1-0 in the standings. And that was kind of a grudge match because they did play against each other in the bronze medal game last year at the seniors in Vernon, BC.
Right, so I think BC won that one, so a little redemption for Atina. And getting the game started here, we have a center guard that's just off the center line from the Northwest Territories. Alberta with the hammer here, winning the draw to the button. Trying to get around that guard, didn't quite bury it, so we have the Territories attempting a takeout, try to roll under.
Curl.
Trying to get this to curl up a little bit. Hang around in the rings. I don't know if it's going to stay.
Really good.
And it does. Rolls out to the wide side.
9.5.
Dan, can you give us a little rundown on ice conditions out here and what we saw yesterday?
Well, at the Moncton Club here, the facility is a 10-sheet facility, basically 5 sheets almost in one side and almost in another building, another 5 sheets. We were utilizing 8 sheets, and prior to this event, they had the mixed double U21s here. So the ice makers have been out here for a while, and we've got the Curling Canada rocks. So conditions are premium. From what we've seen out here, ice times running 14.5 to 15, and lots of curl, so the curlers should be liking what they're having to work with out here.
Really release sensitive as well. We found yesterday there were some straight spots, but we weren't sure whether people were just putting it back a little bit and made a little straight.
The up weights going out wide seem to be running a lot longer than maybe a lot of these curlers may be used to from their regular clubs. So we'll see if everybody figures that one out a little bit more.
If you throw a nice 10 weight, 10.5 weight, you've got good curl, sweepers can control it, and that seems to be the correct weight for a takeout.
Yes.
Even less.
Top 4 foot.
So Alberta has a chance to put some early pressure on Northwest Territories.
This Alberta team comes with, I can't even say how much experience they have. They have Olympics, and we'll get into that a little bit. But not only that, but their parents have so much experience and have been to high levels of success.
Yes, generations of curling talent in the from the Alberta team, spouses, and now I'm assuming their kids as well are bringing up.
Very nice.
Yes, some of them are. Yeah, most of them. Well, two of them have 3 children, and one of them has 2 children. I think Sherry has. She is on a farm and she has a lot of animals.
Well, nice draw there for Alberta. Perfectly buried in behind the guard. On top of the tee line. Northwest Territories going to try to come down and freeze on that one.
Curl. Back house. I know, curl. Coming down. Back house.
Sweepers are calling it's a little bit heavy, and it's hanging out there. You'll notice a lot of the late movement, and so your release and weight are critical as to when you get your curl points.
Top 8 foot.
So Tina's really going after him, trying to put another one around the guard. So Sherry Pickering doing her intern.
Only for the weight. It's there. Yeah, way out here. Where is it, girls?
Top 12 lead, actually. Sliding.
Yeah, I was going to say it's really, really keen. At the very, very end, Shannon. Yep, Shannon. Yep. Curl it, curl it, curl it. Okay, that's okay.
It's a pretty nice shot.
Yeah,
that spot seems to, with all the rocks going down the same spot, they've really keened up that.
Yeah, that one glided in there pretty good. I think the sweepers had mentioned maybe top house, but it came all the way in to the 4 foot. A little bit of it exposed here, so Northwest Territories, Sharon will be trying to just get those ones off there, move them around.
You don't want this to bounce off here.
Oh,
be wide open.
She seems to have a little bit of weight on this one.
She does.
They haven't been able to get anything close to the center line on this one. They're either throwing a little firming out or taking too much ice.
Yeah, that one might have been a little bit heavier. I think she had called for a board weight shot, and that was probably at least 10, I would say.
Yeah, Alberta definitely has a little advantage going to this game, having played one game already. I'm not sure of the ice conditions that they have in the Northwest Territories Yellowknife Curling Club.
I played in the seniors up there a few years ago, and the ice was excellent. They actually used 2 facilities.
Whoa, if you can!
And it was one of my most memorable moments in
top 12,
curling.
girls, yep, for the line! Yes, line, go! Hard line! Hard! Okay, whoa then, you're over curling then. Over curling. Okay, that's good, nice.
Over curling, but it's still a really good shot.
Perfectly guarded. We're going to see maybe the Territories will have a little more luck with the draw here and be able to get one around that guard, freeze on there, but I don't think they'll be able to move anything out of sitting 1-2 shot position. So this is just a setup shot.
Looks good, Cheryl. Oh, 3.
Alberta does have the advantage of not only last rock, but they've played a whole game on this curling ice, so they're feeling pretty comfortable.
They were in the other building though,
Yeah,
which
that's
you know we've heard they're very similar, but maybe a slight bit of difference. So
This one looks like it's going to slide through too.
yeah, and once again the tendency here, a little wide and heavy. So Territories might find themselves in more trouble here, and probably not the start they're looking for.
I like this though.
I like this
Sure,
call.
it's okay, like just top 12.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm going to throw the same weight, and then I'll get
out there a little bit more, and you guys, yeah, like that.
Because at this point, the Northwest Territories, Sharon's going to have to come down and shrink their house somehow and try and hold them to 1 or 2.
Yeah, they've got the one side of the sheet still open, but Alberta is going to be trying to take more and more of that away as the end goes on.
Sherry's rock only. Gotta curl a lot. Short's okay. Okay, yep. Go now. You got great line. Hard.
There.
Okay, leave it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they
good.
just had to wait a little bit long for the line to come on that one, and came down a little bit on them.
That guard kind of gives the other Northwest Territories an opportunity here to come around that and get shot rock.
Definitely
Get
not
out of this end.
not the spot that I think Atina wanted that rock. It is underneath the other one, so straight run back.
What are you thinking?
Right now, I think what they can see might go just into the red. So if the Territories can make a nice little come around here, they might be able to get themselves out of a little bit of trouble. So a very critical shot here. It's the first of the skips rocks for Sharon Cormier Territories team.
97. We're back.
Oh.
4. Back.
This
Back.
looks like it might be a little heavy.
Heavy and wide. Tendency we're seeing from these girls early.
It's through. It's through.
Yeah,
13:22.
yeah. They got a
Sharon's going to be very happy with that shot.
13:22. And hopefully she's learned a little bit off of that one.
Get to here. That's
Tina
tough
can
piece though, right? Yeah. So, okay.
really
I gave you ice there, and that got to there. I think we need just a little bit more to
them
get
in
around this.
even more trouble here with something in the top 8. Maybe showing a little piece out. And
Just want to tuck a little piece
Sharon
and be
Cormier's gonna
top
have some
8 or
trouble.
top 4, or not top 4, but top 8.
yeah, she
But-
doesn't
but
want to
not
come in too
deep,
deep.
right? Like better-
If she does slide
better
one
top
behind the
8
T
or-
line here, that would give
Topsoil's not
a big out
fantastic
for
if you come around
Northwest
it,
Territories.
so
So
I prefer top 8, but buried.
this is
So
Atina's
15-5?
first draw in the game here. So we'll see if her teammates have given her some good information on weight.
Line's good.
Only if you have to.
Well, sweepers are indicating that
Close
they
for
think it's
line.
all there.
Close for line. Whoa, not yet.
Whoa.
Not yet. No.
Whoa.
Line looks really good here. It should finish up for them. It's just a matter of weight.
Whoa.
Got to slow down a little bit.
On its own. On its own. Yeah.
Well, that's going to work out.
That's a pretty shot.
A little bit.
Yeah. Now,
Good sweep. Little bit.
I think the Territories are in damage control mode here.
We could broom the 10.
I think, by the way it looks, that rock is fully buried. So if she comes down and just taps it, but I believe that Alberta's still going to be sitting 2 after she throws this rock.
I agree. So this is to try to hold Alberta to, that if she gets right to the nose of that, it's definitely going to be 1 red and possibly 2 if she doesn't tap it out. And if she just freezes it, then it's going to be 3. So big shot coming here early in this game.
Big pressure shot, isn't it?
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to throw it.
not in the first end in your first game out here. Probably got a little bit of nerves and jitters. This one's cutting early on her. They got to get it by that guard. Just curled up a little too much on her, and it rolls into the rings, but sitting 4 red.
And I guess she will have an
That
open
should be
draw
okay.
for 5.
We'll get
And she
past
just
the
threw
yellow,
it.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And she's got a big pile of rocks to throw it into here if she can get the line correct.
Long as
And
we're
we're
not
going to have
near
a
that yellow one,
monster
right?
start for the
Okay.
Alberta team here.
Just the same weight. Yeah. She got 15-1. I could throw 15-5 here.
Yeah, if you're hearing 15-1, 15-5, so nice quick ice.
This is the quickest we've seen it, but it's in the morning. Sometimes it's a little bit nicer in
A little
the morning,
crisper
right?
out there, yeah. And you can see she's got the broom well into the 12-foot, coming to the center ice,
Gotta
center
curl.
line.
Gotta curl a lot. It's on the yellow.
out there.
This one's running a little bit.
Was it ever?
Is it deep?
Yeah, and that's
Yeah?
it's running because she's got a little bit more weight on it than her first
There
one.
it comes.
No, we got.
It's coming up now.
No, she gets a piece of it.
Hey,
Slows her down. And look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the first end for Alberta. Taking a 5-0 lead. And we'll be right back with some second end action.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life.
Weight's good.
Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
It takes passion and a whole lot of dedication to meet Cavendish Farms' high standards. To become an epic late-night snack. Part of the ultimate breakfast. And the dinner crew crowd pleaser. From Canada's favorite French fries to onion rings, hash browns, and potato tots, Canadians can count on Cavendish Farms to serve top quality every time. Cavendish Farms. Made our way, enjoy your way.
And welcome back to the Everest Senior Curling Championships. We just completed the first end of play. Alberta did have the hammer. They got a massive 5-ender on the Northwest Territories. They're playing in their first game, second game for Alberta here. And not the start I'm sure that the Territories were looking for. They did get a guard from Alberta that they can start putting up some guards and maybe get a couple points here and get back into this game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they did not want to put up a center guard after taking 5 in the first end. But that gives Sharon Cormier the opportunity to throw up the corner guard, and they'll have 2 guards.
Yeah, this one's sliding pretty good. Should stop in the free guard zone area. Now, even though Alberta
Top 4 foot.
might have not wanted that one up top, they do have it biting the center line.
Right.
So if Territories does try to come around that, move it off the line, it would have to go back, or the non-offending team would have the option, a few options. They could leave it.
Where is it?
So Corey Morris trying to come around the center guard.
Only if you have to have it.
You might remember Corey Morris playing with Cheryl Bernard.
Looks like it's
She's
through,
a
okay?
silver medalist in
13-4.
2010 at the Vancouver Olympics.
Yes, lots of experience on this team.
No, that's okay. I'm not worried.
Yeah, both skippers trying to get that one out of there, so
Good, yeah.
it went out easy with 2 sweepers.
I don't think Alberta would want to rock at the back of the house. That would help them a bit. That
Yeah.
would be their friend.
Yeah, and
Take another guard.
yeah, I think a good call here. I think Sharon's going to need a few more guards here.
You want it like halfway.
So trying to put up a double guard.
I missed it, Marta.
This is the lead, Kelly
Still on.
Kalo.
I think it's still good.
Kalo.
Halfway. Whoa.
So I want to have some separation between these 2 guards, but this one seems to be sliding in.
Easy, easy, sit down.
As I'm thinking with Alberta on a 5-point lead, they'll be trying to clean off some of the front
Here.
once they get past the 5 rock rule. So Tina trying again to come around the center guard.
Kelly Kalo, the lead there, she's been in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5 Scotties Tournament of Hearts, Mixed Nationals 2002 and 2005, and the Senior Ladies Nationals 2021, 22, 23, and now 24. So these ladies don't lack experience at this level of play.
Nope, they've been to numerous national events, so.
Okay, 13-3.
And last year they had the best finish ever. They in
Your first one
Vernon,
was 16.
they made the championship run, and that was the first time.
First
So
time
that
for
was
the
a goal.
Territories. Yeah.
Yeah, we can sweep it.
So maybe teams finding it's really fast and getting even quicker maybe because we've seen a few slide through here. We'll see if the Territories can get one to come around the center guard.
T-line back four.
No, they're,
This one looks heavy.
yeah. I think everybody's getting full of how much it's just gliding. They're staying straight for a while.
Yes?
Curl.
Oh, it's coming down. It's to curl quite a bit.
He's trying to carve it over there a little.
Come on, you little bugger.
1475.
Look at it, and that got a nice finish on it. It almost got completely buried around there.
I guess they got the curling lingo
Okay,
going
forget
too.
the guard, that's okay. As long as it doesn't go into that one, we're good. I don't mind this. Do you want to play hack? Yeah. Okay.
So
Let's play board instead, Sherry. Board. Okay.
So a little new path for Team Alberta here with a little bit more weight. Trying to knock the yellow out of play.
Yes, Shannon.
Trying to get by their own red guard.
Shannon.
Definitely want to make contact with something.
Whoa. Corey.
Looking
Corey.
for the board weight. Looks like solid board.
Hard.
And a nice looking shot.
Really nice.
Got to that. Hangs around on the edge.
That was a 10-3.
And Sharon should be ignoring that rock. You know, she can try to put something around some of the guards.
Shannon held that rock out for her too. That was, I think that Atina thought that maybe they were a little tight on that shot. She held it out there nicely, and then they brought it in at the end.
Yeah, and she might have had a hair more weight than they were looking for. That would help it run straighter too, but executed well. So,
It's a little bit of a problem there. The skip Northwest Territories, Sharon was holding the broom, and a rock came in from the next sheet.
yeah,
There's no
I
boards.
find it a lot of the clubs. I find it more in Eastern Canada that they don't have the boards. We have dividers in a lot of clubs in the Edmonton area. Yeah, and if you fire some big high hard hits, you may be scrambling and running across the sheet, and the other guys might not be looking at it.
That's right.
Just T-line, no more.
So nice draw there. It is fully buried, and Atina, it is behind the tee line, so Atina's going to try to freeze down on this one.
Does she want to freeze to it, or does she want to go top 4 foot? Put the pressure on.
Just
What do you think?
Yeah, tee line, so yeah, ideally, shot rock on top of it.
Back four is good. Back four. Corey's rock.
They switched up the sweeping to try to get a little more curl here.
Go. Line's really good. Go. Get shot. Hard. Really hard.
Good sweep by the ladies there.
15-3.
Got shot
Very
rock,
good.
top 4. Got enough of it tucked around that guard. So Sharon, yes, indicating a freeze. You know, set something up, get some rocks in play. She's looking to score multiple points this end, and you know, she can wait a little bit, put some rocks in for some setup spots.
She would really want to get 2 right back, at least 2, right?
Yeah, sweepers are indicating it's got some backline weight.
This might go.
Yeah, this one's curling early. And I don't think they're getting this one by the guard. They're going to open it up. They do have a bunch of corner guards now. So still a pile of guards in play. Probably
Tina
too
has
many.
to make a decision
I
now.
don't mind coming here.
Block
Get
it off.
second shot in here would be nice.
Yeah, she's
Leave it
decided.
out or we play the tap. Either one. Okay.
What are you liking, Dan?
What do you
Play
guys
the
like?
tap.
Well, there's too many guards already at this point
Kinda
to
wait,
start
just a
peeling.
nose
So
tap. Nose tap. Like only that far.
I don't mind the come around and you know,
Okay.
beating them around the corner in the top 8 foot, kind of showing a little piece of it. You can tap it frozen on the back yellow, stay up top of the tee line. So Shannon Morris with her
Sherry.
second shot of this end. Just playing a little tap.
Yep. Yep. Line. Gotta go. Hard line. Hard line. Yes. Hard line. Hard. Really hard.
Supers, and they're trying to hold the line so they can angle it, tap straight back to the yellow.
Hard.
Weight looks good for that.
Oh shoot. In a little more weight. That's
Just a
pretty
hair.
good.
Pretty
Good
close.
guys.
Yeah, just lost the line a little bit. If it was lined up for the, you know, for the double to jam that back yellow.
I got it.
10.
Thanks.
Well, like Atina said, she maybe just a little bit,
The hair light.
yeah, hair light on her weight.
So Sheridan just probably just playing a hit and roll under her corner for now. Trying to hit it on the left side. This one's got a little bit of weight. They're trying to get this one to carve over to get a piece of that red, but with the added weight and a little bit of outward release, this one's just sailing down the sheets fairly
Looked like
straight.
she was sliding a little bit down center and just flared it a
little bit of outward motion on the release, and we've seen that from yesterday's games that on the wide sides, if you get them out a little bit with some weight, they're not going to move
non-forgiving.
for you.
Right.
12 is good. Okay. Right here. Right.
She's asked for top 12 weight here.
Yeah, so Alberta in pretty good situation right here. If she can put up a nice guard,
I think we're sitting 1. I don't know if we're sitting 2.
fighting the center line, they are
We're just going
sitting
top
2 from
12
our
on-
vantage
on
point,
the center
but
line side, on Corey's center line side. Okay?
So we talked a little bit about
If
Corey
it's
Morris
short,
being
that's
a silver
fine.
medalist
It's
at
way
the
better than being,
2010
as long as we're
Olympics,
protecting ours.
but
Okay, so
Atina
15, 5 to T,
was
right?
on Sandra Schmirler's team in 1998 when they won the gold in
gold
Nagano.
medal. Yeah,
So
so
she's an Olympic medalist as well.
not only the Olympians, but medalists.
Yeah, and her mother was the coach of Sandra Schmirler's team.
Yes, coming from, like we mentioned, a lot of family curling background.
If we have to, we'll play. Whoa! Gotta play the nose tap only. Let it curl. Let it curl. Whoa!
This one's coming into the house, and line's gonna be fine, but it's a little tighter than the Tina wanted. She's got them all kind of grouped together. But the lineup on them, that middle red's probably gonna be hanging around no matter where you hit these.
That's a good shot.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna.
There's only a couple yellow rocks left to come here for the territories. So she's gonna have to leave something so she can score a point here. Trying to get to the nose, move a couple of reds around, and maybe leave her yellow in a spot to promote or leave an opening.
Move them around, see what we can do.
We'll see if Sharon can bail her team out here. Okay, this release looks a little better on this one.
Does.
They're staying close.
Yep. Cartel.
Yep.
Cartel.
Close to a nose, a little bit off the side. They do lose their back, not completely though.
Sitting 2 right now.
And
So we gotta go in front.
the reds are lined up so they won't run into that back yellow.
I think Atina might just decide to guard this.
We are, yeah.
Well, but if
Put
she
the
knows
pressure on her.
Shannon,
She's got one shot
the
left.
yellow stay and get rid of these 2 because the angles are nice, right? So
Do you need to hit it?
maybe I need
No, I mean, Alberta's in a good situation here. Just put something and, you know, the downside of those corner guards is they're kind of blocking the draw line
They
for
are.
Sharon. So for her to get into the button is
Can't be in the
it's going to be
house,
very
I don't think,
difficult.
on this one. If any,
And as a skip, you should always find that path that you want to throw.
Right on
Make
the
sure
nose
it's
of the
open for your
yellow.
last
Leave
shot.
the one side open
Like
or
not in the
the
house.
port open that you might want to utilize later. So Atina trying to just guard the yellow rays.
She just threw down this spot, so she.
Yeah, this looks like it's tight
clean
again.
it, let it curl.
Oh, it's got a curl.
Let it curl a lot.
It's got to curl. It's got to slow down a little. So the sweepers are indicating that
Coming in.
it's all there.
Close, 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 close.
No, let it die, let it
And
die.
it's finishing up nicely for them. Tight guard,
Good.
but perfect line on that one.
I'm pretty sure that Sharon's thinking, oh no, oh boy, now what?
Yeah, the
Do?
Yeah, I mean, we should be able to get there.
Oh, she thinks
Oh.
she can get there.
There, I think we need a little
Get a
bit
piece of the
more.
fort, or it really moves there. So if you have the right
if
weight,
she
it might
if she
come
just
right in.
scrapes by the outside yellow, yeah, she's just going to try to just come by wide here, have a curl in, get by the red into that area. She can just have a slight rub off of any of those if it's a very fine rub to straighten it out a little bit. And
Draw. Okay.
not an easy one.
Just a draw.
Straight draw.
Need a piece of the button if we can after.
Okay.
Okay, they like the line on it. Sweepers are keeping it clean. They're calling T.
Go four here, girls. Gotta move a bit. I don't like it. Get it all the way here. Okay.
I think it might move. It
Yeah,
doesn't have a total rotation
The
on
line
it.
is by the guard,
Yes, Kelly.
and it's
Looking
through,
pretty nice.
it's through the hole. And the time on it, I got a 15.2 on this one.
Wow.
So just a slight bit heavy, but it does stop in time to cut them down to just 1.
1 point.
So a steal of 1 point for Alberta in that end, and they will take a 6-0 lead on the territories. And we'll be right back with some third end action.
Don't forget your brooms.
You got it.
Come on up. Okay, well, what do you got? You got 1, you got 2, you got...
Just one little piece.
You make moments like these possible.
From cash spiels to grand slams, club competitions to world championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders, plus behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
And welcome back to the Everest Senior Curling Championships in Moncton, New Brunswick. Our feature game is the Alberta Women and Northwest Territory Ladies. Alberta having a sizable 6-0 lead in that game. We're going to go across some of the other sheets here and update you with some of the scores. On sheet 1, we have the Saskatchewan and Manitoba men playing. Right now we have Saskatchewan up 1-0 after 2 ends, with Manitoba having the hammer in the third end. On sheet 2, we have Alberta and New Brunswick men playing. And we have a tie game on that one, 1-1, with Alberta having the hammer. On sheet 3, we have the Saskatchewan and Quebec ladies game going. We have a 2-2 tie in that one.
And then our game, of course, is the 6-0 for Alberta over Northwest Territories. On the other side, the other 4 sheets are playing right now, and we have Ontario's Rajala playing Nunavut, and Nunavut's winning that game 2-1 going into the third end. Sheet F, Nova Scotia, Teresa Breen, we saw her yesterday, is playing New Brunswick, Graham, local team, and they're tied at 1-1 after 2 ends. Ontario, Joanne Rizzo playing Nunavut, Geneva Chislett, and they are also tied 1-1. And the last game over there is Newfoundland and Labrador's Ryan playing Northwest Territories, and they're tied at 1-1.
All right,
going into the third end.
Close matches early in a lot of the other sheets. If you're looking to update yourself, you can go to curling.ca/scoreboard, and you can pick up all the scores and standings there. And also, if you're looking for any tickets for any of the upcoming Curling Canada events, you can go to curling.ca/tickets. The next big event coming up is the Canadian Mixed Doubles Olympic Trials, December 30th to January 4th in Liverpool, Nova Scotia, followed by the Scotties and the Brier and the World Men's in March, and the trials will have November 22nd in Halifax.
That's the mixed doubles trials, right? Yeah.
Canadian curling trials, yeah. So back to our feature game here. Alberta off to a very good start. We have 2 corner guards up for the territories. Alberta a couple rocks in the house and throwing to put another one in. Alberta doesn't really want any guard, so they're going to try to put this in.
They do not want a guard on this one. Let's get it as tight as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So a little short on that one. Alberta, not looking for the guards, looking to keep it clean. Territories looking for some help. Some rocks behind the tee line, some corner guards.
Trying to get some rocks in play in the house.
Yeah, so Sharon, calling for a freeze on this one. She could have tapped it behind the tee, tried to roll a little bit under the corner, but, just trying to keep the rocks in play. So playing a little quieter weight.
Yep. You out straight. Yeah, we're right to it.
This looks like a great shot.
Yeah, shot called and made beautifully.
14-4.
Okay,
right on top.
Second Sherry Pickering is going to throw this rock. I wonder if she throws this like her dad. Her dad is Pee-wee Bob Pickering, and he had the biggest backswing.
I think she doesn't lift it quite as high as Pee-wee there. So
right, we'll see.
That's a nice classic picture, that one. I think anybody with a little bit of curling history will recognize that. Very unique, but very successful for him. I don't recommend any new curlers to attempt that.
Well, she made a great shot, so she might have made it like her dad would make it.
Yeah, had the weight, had the line, that's...
Interesting that Atina's dad was also on Pee-wee Pickering's team and played lead for all 4 Briers.
I wonder if the girls were childhood friends growing up.
They were.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So here they are, reunited back again.
Right. I'd have to say team dynamics on a team is so important, and this team, Alberta ladies team, is so connected in every way. Families, friends for life, curlers.
And you know what? I think that's common with a lot of the teams that are here. Same thing with the territories teams. The girls have been playing together for a long time.
15 championships.
Yeah, and not only that, but family, friends, hang out together.
Okay, 15.5.
It definitely helps for your tolerances and communication to play together for periods of time.
That's right.
So Tina electing to come around her tight center guard here, put another one in the center, keep the pressure on the territories. Territories does still have 2 corners to utilize in the center guard, so
Corey's wrong. Yep, gotta go, Corey. Hard, we're gonna put it top.
This one's taken off a bit.
Okay, keep going.
yeah, it's
Keep curling it
a little bit light.
Keep curling it.
It'll end up being another guard, so territories won't mind this one. They actually have a double guard on the center line now. Their scoring area is cut down with the 2 center ones, and Tina having one in the top 8 foot. So looking to come around.
It looks like there might be a, once it crosses that 4-foot line on the left-hand side there, you've got the right weight, it just goes. Stay outside of that 4-foot line and it stays a little straighter longer.
Yeah, I think they had it iced for, at least another 12, 15 feet of weight.
Right.
Their line would have been perfectly buried in behind that guard. We'll see if the Territories team here, Cheryl can put this one around.
Hard line. Read up. Hard, read up. Read up.
It's just a little bit light on this one too, so.
Wonder if it's coming down a little bit on the weight.
In the middle,
Oh,
maybe.
15-3 and it wasn't in there this time, so.
Well, if she doesn't hit the guard, she probably gets that maybe to bite the 8, so.
Either that or we come around here, but I think this is dangerous, hey? Nose is great. Nose is great, just not on this side.
Yeah.
Okay, inside or nose. Yeah.
I agree, that's
let's
a
do a
danger
10.
rock. You need to get rid of
Solid
that.
10.
Yeah, not wanting to hit this on the outside is potentially jammable to the one that she has in the rings. So,
The nose hit here is not bad.
yeah, nose hit.
Yeah,
Or to the right, across the face and roll out one less guard. But
Yes, all the way. Whoa.
so a little bit extra
They're
weight.
holding it.
They're holding the line pretty good.
Off, clean.
Oh,
There you
she's
go.
got it right where she wanted it, right on the nose. So
You held it there.
if
really
Atina
good.
needs to use that for run back, it's open enough. So she likes the spot where she can see all of that rock. So if the Territories and Sharon here are able to come around and bury, she could try to play that same shot and run her own rock
That's
back
right.
onto it. So we'll see how this plays out. We're getting the last of the third's rocks here. Cheryl attempting the come around. Something buried around there and something shot. I think they'd take right about now.
Hey, whoa.
Must be close. They've got lots of line here.
Yeah,
Back a
just,
bit.
maybe a little quicker out there. Coming into the middle and slowing down pretty good, but I don't think it's going to stop in there for shot. Might bite the back if they're... Nope, just a hair too much on that one.
Here. Sorry.
So that gives Tina the opportunity to come around that rock now and top 4 foot, biting the 4.
Yeah, once again, Alberta in a good situation. If something's coming back, it's a red one coming back. It's her own rock. They can really put a lot of pressure on Territories here with
But
one top
be
4
careful,
foot.
'cause we don't want to go back at
Sharon
all.
has had a lot
Top
of
8 is fine,
pressure
right?
shots, but the one she made last end, she almost had it, right?
Again,
15-2.
Near perfect, and she still gave up one.
And
So,
gave up 1.
it was a great shot to come through the hole.
She has been shooting against 3 or 4 every end, and
Yeah, they've got the guards, but Alberta's been, putting their rocks in the house, and they haven't been able to. I guess the Territories hasn't been able to hit and roll in behind their own and put a little bit of pressure on Alberta.
placement of your rock too, right? Alberta's placing their rocks in perfect position.
Yeah, and it looks like,
Oh, this one's really going.
yeah, it's by, but it's not going to be very deep. So, giving once again a tight port for the Territories to try to draw around that one that Atina just threw. You could get to the 4 foot.
I'm not sure that you can now.
And that staggered port, and the way they're coming in there pretty hard.
I'm wondering if you've got a half rock. You might
That's not a bad placement of that rock.
You like that, Sharon?
Yeah. I mean, I have to open it up, so
Yeah.
this double's
So-
okay too, right? So
Well, I think what they might be trying to do is get by the top of the skinny and kiss in off the back of that one and squirt in.
Oh, nice drawing.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, just kiss the back of that one. So trying to open it up, give herself some sort of a shot
Gotta make
on her
some
last
space.
one.
I agree, girl.
Make some
Because
space.
that staggered hole may not be there.
Throw the intern or outtern?
intern.
Okay.
That one's higher than the other one.
Yeah.
So it looks like it is there to hit skinny, hit the back of that other red, and roll in the house. But these are very difficult shots. You got to hit exactly right with the perfect weight to get it to stop after it does spin into the house. See if she can execute it.
Close.
Did you say 10? That looks like more than 10.
Yep.
Sweepers are staying close. She got to hit the right one first. She hit the left one. Opens it up a little bit. I think she could have tried to hit the other one first, though, and hope for a squirt in. And Tina can just play the same shot, block the hole,
There, I guess.
and
Here's
once again,
Yeah, I like that.
Sharon and the territories are going to be in
She's
some.
going to come around this side probably
trouble.
and bite the forefoot. So see, where's the ice here?
Yeah.
We're okay.
Geez, I don't see what she just said there, coming around with the outturn,
I mean, there's
biting the forefoot.
yeah, there's some good movement from like that. That yellow corner guard is blocking a lot of the 8-foot. So to get it to the 4-foot and get by that red,
And then
That's
the
a big
red
task.
is, yeah, it's guarding the forefoot.
I wouldn't want to have to throw that one.
No.
No.
Short's okay here, like top 12 is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, this doesn't need to be in the rings. The miss here would be short guard filling the hole.
Tight guard, right?
That's the call to get it tight
And shorter's better
And-
than too deep.
and not leave a port. So if you can split the difference between those other two guards.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa line!
Whoa!
No line! Nothing!
Oh, this is hanging out there.
Oh,
Short!
as it comes down, it'll really bust over.
Good.
So fills the hole.
That really did come at the end there. And that's a good spot.
Yeah.
They're
that's-
sitting one there, shot rock behind that. So, well, they're sitting two, I should say.
And
Play a double.
The top one's in, no.
We don't have a draw.
no.
Jeez.
Alberta's sitting two.
That's
The outturn through the hole is going to be breaking away from the 4-foot. They basically need a piece of the 4-foot to score one here.
So I don't think
And
there's a draw anywhere.
the hole gets a little
said,
narrower
unless
if you're
we
trying
go
that
this way,
intern
right?
to
But
scrape by the
That's tough.
outer yellow and get in here without touching the red to get to the 4-foot.
Dan, maybe her shot, I mean, she's playing to give them one again.
Let's leave it until they.
Maybe we could play this
We don't
rock
really
on
have
the
a draw
right-hand
there.
side.
Well, I don't know
play
if she's
that
trying to
straight
hit. I don't
back?
know if she's trying to hit a skinny double and
I
blank
mean,
the
we
end.
don't really have a draw path.
I don't know. She's gonna have to throw it pretty hard.
Okay.
We should have swept ours out of the way. My last draw. It's all right.
She could play that yellow one on the right-hand side, straight
Yeah.
back too, or angle it, try and get shot rock.
Yeah, she didn't feel like she had any kind of a draw path, so she's a little damage control here, trying to make a tough double, blank the end.
Go hard.
They're on it early, and she needed to hit this very skinny.
Hard. Still on it. Still on it.
Just trying to hold it to just get the one out and give up another steal.
Hey, good try.
And it looks like Alberta will steal one more here in the third end, taking a sizable 7-0 lead. And we'll be back with the fourth end.
I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Everest Senior Curling Championships. Our feature game of Alberta and Northwest Territory ladies, as Alberta with a sizable 7-0 lead going into the fourth end. Some updates across the rink here. On sheet 1, we have the Saskatchewan and Manitoba men's game. Saskatchewan stealing 3 in the third end, taking a 4-0 lead on Manitoba. On sheet 2, we have the Alberta and New Brunswick men's, and we still have a 1-1 score, but there are a lot of rocks in the house there, so we'll update you with another score there. On sheet 3, Saskatchewan and Quebec ladies, and we have a 3-2 game with Saskatchewan leading and Quebec having the hammer there.
Right, and then of course our game 6-0. Oh, sorry. It's 7-0.
7-0.
Right. On the other side of the glass, the other 4 sheets, Ontario men are beating Nunavut 5-2. They got a 4-ender in the third end to go up 5-2. Nova Scotia women, Teresa Breen is in a tight game with New Brunswick. Graham, 2-1 for Graham, and Breen has the hammer in the fourth end. Ontario Rizzo is up 2-1 over Nunavut, the ladies. And Newfoundland and Labrador, Ryan's team is in a tight game with the Northwest Territories Huddy, and it's 2-1 for the Northwest Territories over there. That's your update.
All right. So back to our feature game here. We do have a very high corner guard that the Territories have put up. Alberta has their 2. First one in the top 8 foot, they got bumped to the top 4. 2 in the house, so trying to put up some corner guards, get something going for the Territories here. Oh, the sweepers are calling top 8 on this one that they wanted in the guard area, but it looks like it's coming down for them. Oh, good spot.
That was a much better throw. Yeah, it's good.
So Tina has to wait.
Tap it a little, that's okay. Top 12, top 8, top 4, somewhere in there.
One more rock before she can start cleaning things up with a 7-0 lead. She doesn't want anything in the guard area if she can avoid it. Trying to tap and tap, keep the rocks all in the house here. No, Alberta has her control on their weight, line calls. They're making things really difficult for the Territories here.
10, 10 and a half, yeah.
So Sharon is playing to remove some rocks here. She may want to just move them around, try to get them behind the tee line, behind the corner guards, being down 7-0. Trying to hold this one to hit and stay. Looks like they're going to have a good shot there. So played it with nice weight, so now they got rocks spread all over the place. Got corner guards, they got something happening here.
All those rocks are in front of the tee line. I'm pretty sure Atina's going to go up and go, I have to start peeling some of these guards. She's sitting pretty nice in the house.
Yeah, she's going to want, like I said, move the play in the house as soon as she can, unless there's too many guards to remove. But
I don't know if this one is the biggest threat.
I like the other one.
Yeah, I agree with you.
yeah, the team has convinced her to. There is a yellow rock in the house.
Let's do this.
It's a straight peel.
That's a long guard on the right-hand side, just over the hog line. I don't think that's probably going to come into play.
Yeah.
If anything, it's going to block your draw path coming with the intern.
If that's her last out, yes. And with there is lots of curl, so yeah, that rock is almost like not there.
Hard, Corey. Yes, Corey, go. Shannon, take the roll. Yes, yes, yes. Hard on the roll.
It's come up pretty good on them, but nice peel, roll out.
Nice. That's good.
Nice peel.
Keeping it clean and easy is what Alberta's looking for, and let's see what Sharon comes up with. She's going to try to use that long corner guard, come around, corner freeze. It'll probably come out the other side.
Probably.
So Marta Boyer trying to come around with a freeze, but she's calling out T-line weak. Got to do a lot of curling going out to the wing here. It's going to be right between the middle of the reds here. Maybe a little kiss off of that one. So it does slide a little bit behind that really long guard, but with the finish, if
Normal as in 9?
Tina, if she peels that guard up, it wouldn't be the end of the world for her.
9?
Trying to just make the yellow go away. Doesn't need to stick around on this. Roll out would be perfect.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Hard. Yes, hard.
Shannon Morris with the takeout attempt.
Yes, gotta go. Keep it there. Yes.
She's trying to hold it out so that she does roll out here. She doesn't need any more to set up a big wall, but she does.
That was my fault.
That is kind of a big wall.
Nice shot.
Yeah, so
Right.
a little tap, and you've got lots of rocks that then Tina will have to try to work around them.
I wonder if we just nestle in there.
Sharon's called the hit here. I'm not sure that she should be calling a hit when she's
No,
down
not
7-0. Like just
you could hear it from the other end. The players were like, maybe we should just nestle one in there. Yeah, I think
tap it back a bit.
that's what I would like.
Yeah.
Because right now, if nose hit or whatever, she's going to make just an easier hit for Alberta. If Alberta has to try to work it around some other rocks, they might actually get a little bit of a miss out of Alberta.
I think Alberta is thinking that
She might get the other one
that
here.
Yep. Straight.
thinking
Might get a skinny kiss double and roll up in behind the guard. So that worked out quite well for them, actually. They did get one rock out, one behind the tee line, and corner frozen on something behind the guard.
Yes. Okay, it's in front of here, so we'd have to hit and roll here. Play 9. If you
I
get
think
the guard,
Atina
that's
probably
okay.
appreciated that they were hitting that rock and moving out some rocks because there's quite the wall being built there.
Yeah, she was trying to roll out herself, so, Territory's taking that one out for her. She wasn't too upset. So either or on this shot, make sure you make some contact with something yellow. Get the guard or get the yellow, or even spin it off and roll it in the open.
Oh, maybe a little wide there.
Yeah, Shannon's got this out, but it's coming up. It's coming.
Yep, Sherry, gotta go. Hard, Sherry.
Wow, it's moving really well.
Okay, Walt.
Yep, it's by the guard nicely.
Hard.
Nice shot. Wasn't an easy one. That rock was overlapped, and
Very nice. Good shot.
she rolls to the button area, a little bit behind the tee. So Sharon's
Must
going
move
to try.
there a little bit. She
Yeah,
called
they were a
out of
little
her hand.
panicked early, but it did come up quite a bit. A shot by Sharon Morris there. So Cheryl attempting her freeze attempt.
I got 14.
Oh, that could be a little heavy at
Yeah,
14.
we're looking for 15s plus, so it's going to run straight for a while.
Back 4. Do you want
I
me
don't know if it's
Yep,
going to
yep,
get by
yep,
the
yep.
guard here.
Oh, apparently, yes.
Actually, the weight came down on it pretty good. Might have been. But unfortunately,
It didn't curl enough, and
guard there.
It's kind of, so it's like it's behind the button, so I think the tighter we are, the better. Okay, so here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think in the top 12 here is a good shot.
Yeah.
I agree with her. Tighter is better. You don't want to put a guard up there that gives them an out.
because that's the
Around.
next shot that she's going to be trying is
So
to come
we just
around
wanna
and
be
draw
top
to that
12,
one.
no deeper.
So the tighter it
Don't
is,
want to be too short because the button's in front of that red rock, so she can get at the button, right?
Tina doing a good job of commentating for us.
Yes.
She's
We're just fighting.
describing why she wants it, where she wants it. They have good communication, this team, and very precise with what they want to do with their shots.
I think that comes a little with years of experience. They played in a couple of
Really short.
Alberta Tour events this year, so they're playing against Alberta players, which is always tough. And they actually did quite well. They qualified in 2 of the events. So
Well, and they've played in numerous high-pressure events. Lots of experience.
Every inch hard, every inch hard.
So didn't quite get it exactly where they want, but
Try and get through the hole.
that's a tease.
forcing Sharon to throw a hit when you're down a whole pile is not the
Right.
worst thing.
Okay, thank you.
Through a small hole.
If she makes the hole, she is staying though, because it's like
True.
that's all you got.
Try and get through the hole. If we take the red one that she just threw off, that's all right too.
So trying to make the port, a hit and stay, and don't know how far she can roll. Tina might have to make the same port if she does.
I don't know if she can roll there. Maybe a little inside roll.
Yeah, it's like
Towards the
right.
center.
It's like right in the middle.
Oh, that looked like a pretty good throw.
Only a
Might have
10.
put it out a little bit.
Yeah, it's got to come up. It's got to make it move.
Oh, curl.
Yeah, it's hanging. It's hanging for her.
Curl a bit, curl a bit.
Trying.
Curl a bit.
Oh,
Nope. Just a little wide on that one. Build out her own guard.
Shannon, where did we put the broom? Right here?
her weight was pretty nice on that shot.
Let's just take a little bit, like let's take here so we get across that center line. Just here.
They're just not getting a break out there, you know.
No, Alberta's making it pretty tough on him, and you know what? If Tina puts a nice guard on this one,
We just took a tiny bit less ice. We just need to be on Corey's side of the center line to plug the hole.
yeah. And if she slides in a little deeper, she can take away that yellow angle raise that's left up at the top of your screen. They didn't discuss that one, so they're just filling the hole. They come in a little bit deeper. It's going to make the only thing that Northwest Territory is going to have is a draw.
Draw to the button.
Yes. So if this is hanging and it's coming in there, they can try to rub off of that other one to try to close that hole up. They're really trying to make this one move. The farther it goes, the more it curls. They did leave her
They
the
left her
hole
an
again.
opportunity.
A little quieter. That might be easier than the draw to the button.
You know, Tina's had a few rocks there where it's had a late break on it.
Yeah.
I mean, if that rock was a little bit tighter, it would have been okay. They could have brought it up. Same at the other end last end.
Yeah, I mean, if she's got 6 more feet of weight on that rock, you take away the raise, you take away the hole, and you're forced to draw.
But they had to wait on it for so long because it wasn't going.
You like it?
Yeah. Are you throwing?
Same. Like I threw 10-8
We're
10-7.
10-6.
Yeah, 10-6.
Yeah.
I think her weight was good on the last throw.
Yeah, I mean, the critical thing here is getting through the hole. As long as she can move, has enough weight to move it off the button, so something like a board weight to keep the line a little bit straighter, a little easier to control. She's on this pretty firm.
10, 10.
Yep.
Trying to hold the line, get it by the guard. She's real close. Oh, touched it.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's going to work.
That's one way to get it.
Yeah, tick the guard and make the skinny double and stay on the button. So
And she's on the scoreboard.
a score 1 for Northwest Territories. So we now have a 7-1 game after 4, and we'll be back after our break.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Don't forget your brooms.
You got it.
Come on up. Okay, well, what do you got? You got 1, you got 2, you got...
Just one more please.
You make moments like these possible.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
It takes passion and a whole lot of dedication to meet Cavendish Farms' high standards. To become an epic late-night snack. Part of the ultimate breakfast. And the dinner crew crowd pleaser. From Canada's favorite French fries to onion rings, hash browns, and potato tots, Canadians can count on Cavendish Farms to serve top quality every time. Cavendish Farms. Made our way, enjoy your way.
Your team obviously dominated, as we mentioned, for several years, but aside from just being good curlers, what do you think was the key to all that success?
Everybody knew their role. Everybody trusted everybody. Everybody was willing to learn. There was no egos on the team. Everybody had a 25% stake in the team. It wasn't the skip got more or did more. Everybody was a valued member of the team, and they knew it.
Welcome back to the Everest Senior Curling Championships here in Moncton, New Brunswick. Our feature game has the Alberta and Northwest Territory ladies. Alberta with a 7-1 lead. We'll go across some of the other sheets while we get this fifth end started. On our sheet 1, we have Saskatchewan, Manitoba. Saskatchewan pulling away in that one. They have a 5-0 lead. On sheet 2, we have the Alberta men's and New Brunswick men's. And James Paul has scored a 3-ender in the third end to take a 4-1 lead on New Brunswick.
Perfect. Good
On sheet 3, we have the Saskatchewan and Quebec ladies playing. And we have got a 5-2 for Saskatchewan, Quebec having the hammer there.
On the other side of the wall, 4 more sheets playing. Ontario's playing Nunavut in the men's, and Ontario's stolen another 2 in the fourth end, so they're up 7-2. Teresa Breen, Nova Scotia team is, after 4 ends, is down 1 against New Brunswick. Shelley Graham, 2-1. Ontario is playing Nunavut ladies, and they're at a 2-2 tie right now. And Newfoundland and Labrador men, Ryan playing Northwest Territories Huddy, and Northwest Territories is stolen the second, the third, and the fourth end, so they're up 3-1 on Newfoundland. And that's your update.
All right, so back to our feature game here. A big uphill for the Territories to climb. We do have a centerline guard, and Alberta's thrown out in the open. What have you noticed so far in this game, Penny?
Well, Alberta has been very strong coming out. The first couple ends, the first end, draw weight was a problem. And Alberta was able to capitalize on that with last rock and took that big 5-point lead, and hasn't really
16.
had much problem since. It looks like when Sharon Cormier is throwing her last rock there, she's facing quite a few.
Yeah, she hasn't had a lot of easy shots. You know, Alberta did have the one game under their belt, being able to play on the ice surface and the rocks and know a little bit more than the Territories, and they got off to a really good start. But one thing I really noticed about the Alberta ladies team is they have really good communication. You know, if the shot is a little one way or another, maybe not the second, maybe playing the secondary shot, Atina is quick to let them know, and sweepers communicate. They are very clear, very precise with where they want to be, and they're playing well.
That's right. That's so important. Like, there's a shot that you call, but if it's not coming down the ice that way, or if it's heavy, or if the sweepers are saying something else, you have to be quick in the house as a skip to maybe look at an alternate shot. And a lot of teams don't do that. They go, well, that's not the shot you called, but you have to have those other shots in your back pocket too.
You always try to get the most out of every shot that you can. Try to make things tougher for your opponent. You know, whether it's a foot separation and you're trying to freeze, or it's 6 inches, it just makes it tougher for that rock to be removed. So all the little things do add up, and Alberta is just beating them, and they're beating them at the little things as well.
And their rock placement has been outstanding, right? They're putting the rocks in the right place and putting even more pressure on the Northwest Territories team.
And so far in this end, what I like from the Territories is they've got theirs on top of the red rocks, which hasn't happened all game. Atina's going to be cleaning things up. They have the hammer back, and we'll see if the Territories can get something guarded up and make a tough shot for Atina maybe in the end here.
So, Dan, what do you think they talked about in the fifth end break? What did these two teams talk about?
For Alberta, I think it's like, hey, you know what, we're playing well, let's just keep going, For the Territories, they just, they might want to just, I guess, not be down too hard on themselves. It's their first game. Try to finish this one off well, score a few points, bring something into maybe the next game.
Let's make some shots out there and get it. Yeah.
So it's second stones for the Territories. We got Marta Moyer.
Where?
So the teams out here, they play in 2 pools, Pool A and Pool B. So there's lots of games left. This is their first game. I think there's 6 teams in each pool, and the top 2 in each or top 3 in each go to the championship round.
Yeah,
Do you remember that, Dan?
Yeah, you're not going to be able to play everybody at these events, you know, and I think they do the seeding that where you end up, like, is how you get set up in the schedule for the following year.
We can hit this and roll here. We could play this. It might jam here.
Yeah,
You want to look at it?
Okay, so Tina's called her team down, trying to decide whether they want to, you know, hit the one that's in the house or clear up the front, where there's a little bit more danger of jamming, but I kind of like being up 7-1, getting rid of anything up front, even if it goes back into something that you're in the house. You do have half of the end left to try to remove those ones.
Okay, let's play it. And if it jams, it jams.
Okay, I've got clarification on that. There's 7 teams in each pool, and the top 4 in each pool make the championship round.
So you gotta get to top 4. And the last stone draw, if you go to the curling.ca/scoreboard website, I think they were having the last stone draw distances on there, which can come into play and decide whether you make the championship round or not. If there are some ties and they can't go on a head-to-head record. This looks like a pretty good shot. So they get rid of the guard. They get rid of one in the house, but it does stay around.
And then once those championship pools are determined, then it's the top 4 in each championship pool that go on to the semifinal and final.
Yeah, you'll play the teams on the other side that you haven't played, and then you take your overall record with you.
Yeah, we're lined up.
So that's, once again, determine how the top 4 are picked. So still a couple territory rocks on top of the Alberta stones.
You will always want your rocks, or if you're trying to score, you want your rocks on top of theirs.
Yeah.
Not behind.
No, you get nervous if you're the one that's got the lonely one in behind, as well as it might be shot right now for Tina being on the button. You know, it doesn't take much for a little yellow bump to remove that, and then you become the catcher for that one.
Straight. Straight.
This looks like a good shot coming in here.
Right to it?
Yeah, I thought we were trying to keep.
Yeah, they didn't quite get the lineup
I hear ya.
to maybe jam into the red.
Let's play normal.
Just needed to keep it a little straight.
Yeah,
Do
anything
a scream and sweep.
anything on the left-hand side, and you're going to get this one to come out, and this one should go through the hole there. And Alberta looking to just remove a bunch of rocks out of play, as clean as the end a host can be.
Shannon Morris, the 3rd. Shannon wanted us to say hi to her grade 6 class back in Alberta. So hello.
They're probably just getting ready to go to school in Alberta right now. So she's got that a little skinny and ticked it over.
Just wide on that shot.
Shannon comes from a great curling family as well. Her mother was pretty much Miss Northern Alberta for organizing curling in Alberta, and her dad was he organized Briars and.
Yeah, if you came to a Briar or a Worlds in Edmonton, there's a very good chance that Terry was organizing and running it. So yeah, the family definitely dedicated to the curling world and appreciate everything they've done.
Yeah. Just over, Sharon.
Okay, yep, go hard then, girls. Yep.
Terry's here this week. Actually, a lot of the Alberta team has quite a following with their family and friends.
They've made the travel, making a vacation out of it.
Go.
I'm going to check out some of the sites.
And hopefully they get some lobster. That's what I'm waiting for.
Lobster capital of the world here. They've got a big giant one. So This is probably the best looking end that I think the Territories has had. I got a little bit of a miss out of Shannon there, but she left him in a pretty good spot to still double those 2 yellows out. And the other yellow that's in the rings would be exposed and open right now. So Shannon trying to make the double. Doesn't need to stay. She's got this one a little bit tight. They're trying to hold the line to get the double, and it's staying there pretty good. Good job by the sweepers to hold that one out there.
Nice shot.
Great shot.
Really great sweeping too.
Yeah, I think they backed that one up pretty good. They were on it out of her hand. Once again, good communication. Like, you get on it early, you got a little better chance to hold that line or get it to back up a little bit. Good hard sweeping.
Okay, I'm going to go back to Marilyn Bodo days, and if you were ever playing against Marilyn Dart, Marilyn Bodo, she, when it was out of your hand or out of her hand, if she knew she had the rock, she was screaming sweep anyways, and you, oh, she's got it. So I don't know, that looked pretty like a pretty nice throw there. So maybe there's a lot of that screaming in.
Yeah, trying to get everybody to look.
That's right.
Yeah.
I looked at the hit and roll, but then we're behind tee, right? What do you guys like? You're drawing it? Yeah, I'm drawing it.
And sometimes you'll even have some of those skips that'll start yelling before you let it go. That must mean that you're sliding in tight, or they can see that you got it bent over in your hand already. So.
And then when you do that and you scream that, sweep, 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 and they come down and they go, was I tight? Right? Well, what do you think?
I don't know, I'm usually on the other end of that one and say, well, at least wait till I let it go.
Right, exactly.
Maybe I'll flip it out.
I got back 6. Yep, yes. No, it's T. Yes. It's T, come on, hon. Yes, for line.
Okay, so the Territories were trying to come around their guard here.
Hey, whoa.
A little bit tight. You know, the weight would have been fine on it.
Yeah, I think so.
So they roll it over to guard theirs.
I think we should.
But Alberta is shot in the back 8.
Hit this and roll in here. As long as it doesn't drive it back.
That's the problem. Yeah, we got to hit it.
Pretty thick, right? And then we just sit here, right? Yeah. Just to get rid of that. As long as it doesn't drive it back into this one. If we hit it too thin, it's driving it in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this turn, just off nose.
Yep.
Okay, with 9.5.
So good description by Atina. She's trying to hit the rock so that it's mostly on the nose.
Off nose on Sherry's
And it's
side.
going to try to avoid going back in there. So if she hits it skinny on this side, it's going to go back over that way. A little too much scribbling on there, but.
This, right? So I want to make sure I get.
Tina is very clear, like their team knows exactly
Just a little more.
what they're going to throw, what the time they're going to throw,
Okay.
where it's got to hit it, and everybody's on the same page. Doesn't Bill Shearhart have a podcast that's everyone has to be on the same page?
Hard. Whoa.
Probably.
Whoa, Sherry.
Bill has books too. They're getting this very skinny. So they elected just to go for the straight peel and not even try the double. It was, I didn't see the release if it was just put out a bit. Atina did add a little extra ice on there, and she was trying to get nose.
And she was, you know, she said 9.5 weight, so it's not gonna curl as much, maybe.
Yeah. So not the shot they wanted, but they did get it down to just a single rock that could be raised back if Sharon's able to make the come around.
This is a great opportunity for her on this rock to at least force her to Atina to one.
Yeah, it looks like she's just
drawing down to the
yeah. So.
You guys like this freeze? I love it.
Okay, the team loves the freeze. They're going to come around, freeze on it.
It's less than what I gave Cheryl.
Okay.
It would still leave Atina the whole 4 foot to draw to. If you came around the yellow and got a piece of the button, it would force Atina to, make a run back probably. So the freeze attempt. You can see a fair bit of ice. We've got some good curl here.
Like the way back 4.
Whoa, Dan, whoa. Whoa.
Curl. Needs it, come on.
Back 4 is good weight.
Yeah, it's starting to move. It's starting to move really good here. They just got to make sure they got the weight to get there.
No, it's not. It's top
They
house.
go, now they're calling top house. They're going hard on it. They had to wait a bit for it to move, and I think they lost some of the weight control on it.
Well, also later in it is the 5th end of the game, and sometimes just right down that middle slide
Is
path,
that the ice we had?
it'll come down a bit, and maybe they got fooled a bit.
What's that?
Because they were saying back 4.
They liked it early,
Yeah.
and it had good rotation on it, so it wasn't like it was
So we just
snow
wanted to
plowing
sit
its way
this.
down
I
the
threw
sheet.
a 9
So.
on that, and it didn't curl hard. But way better to hit it on Sherry's side. So just watch that center line, right?
A nose hit here would
threw
be
a
an
9, I'll
ideal.
throw a 9.5.
Yeah, and
Well, I
it's-
guess this
make
is
it
last shot.
just make it go away, and you can take your deuce. As long as you don't hit it across the face. Anything on the one side or nose is safe.
Can't put that out there.
I keep doing it.
No! I'm wide.
So she's playing it safe, making sure. Yeah. Just make it go away. Put the 2 up on the board. So 2 more for Alberta. They now have a 9-1 lead, and we'll be back with some 6th end action in Moncton.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
It takes passion and a whole lot of dedication to meet Cavendish Farms' high standards. To become an epic late-night snack. Part of the ultimate breakfast. And a dinner crew crowd pleaser. From Canada's favorite French fries to onion rings, hash browns, and potato tots, Canadians can count on Cavendish Farms to serve top quality every time. Cavendish Farms. Made our way, enjoy your way.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Everest Senior Curling Championships. Our feature game has Alberta and Northwest Territory ladies. Alberta scoring 2 more in the 5th and now have a 9-1 lead. So we'll go across the board and give you some more updates. Our game on sheet 1 with the Saskatchewan-Manitoba men's. Manitoba scoring a 3-ender to get back into that game. They were down 5-0. Now it's 5-3. Our game on sheet 2, Alberta and New Brunswick. Alberta scored a 3-ender and then stole another point, so they are now up 5-1 in that game. Our game on sheet 3 has the Saskatchewan and Quebec ladies, and Saskatchewan is slowly stealing the game away there, and they now have a 6-2 lead in that game.
And on the other side, the other 4 sheets, Ontario men. Rajala is beating Nunavut 7-2 after 5 ends. They blanked the 5th end. Nova Scotia and New Brunswick are at a 2-2 tie. That's the ladies. Ontario Rizzo is playing Nunavut ladies, and it's 4-2 for Joanne Rizzo from Ontario. And the last sheet is Newfoundland and Labrador. Ryan is playing Northwest Territories, and Ryan has come back with the 3 points in the 5th end, so they're up 4-3.
All right.
And that's your update.
Yeah, and if you want to just stay on top of things, you can go to curling.ca/scoreboard, and you can get the game scores, you can get the draw to the buttons, and you can get the standings all there. Also, if you want any tickets to any of the upcoming events and see what the events are, go to curling.ca/tickets. We are also live streaming the games here, TSN Plus, or go to youtube.com/Curling Canada. We do have some cameras on sheet 2 and sheet 3, but no commentators. So back to our feature matchup here, and I think you have to play 6 ends here, Penny, and with I think a 7-point lead, and then you can concede the game. So we need a few points from the territories.
And you know, Northwest Territories, this is their first game on the ice. They're getting used to the ice, but they have another game today. They play at 2 o'clock this afternoon, so they might look at conceding this game after this end, and then getting off the ice, regroup, go for lunch, talk about it, and be ready at 2 o'clock.
Yes, yeah. So for our afternoon draw today on our feature sheet, we will be having the BC and Prince Edward Island ladies playing. And once again, we'll have a full sheet, all 8 games, all 8 sheets going for the rest of today for the other 2 draws. So that's 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock Atlantic time.
What is that in Alberta? Is that
3 hours, I think.
4 hours.
3 hours for Alberta,
BC.
4 for BC. So yes, the students in BC, they should be on their way to school. Okay, so Alberta, there's no redstones in play. They don't need any more. And we're going to be trying to keep this clean. Trying to double peel.
Peel this. Normal.
Get the one, make contact. I think this will be a fairly quick end.
Yes, 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 yes.
Sherry Pickering trying to hit the outside half of this, roll out.
A little tight on this one.
Yeah, sweepers are on it. They're holding it pretty good, but I think she's going to be sticking this on the nose. Drive it into the back one, but it jams.
8-7.
And leaves a guard up there. So a little bit of a miss there, but I don't think Alberta's overly worried.
Try and give you less weight, but positive. Okay.
Sometimes when you get a big lead in the game too, you have to stay focused. And
Yeah, you still got to make and focus and think about every shot. And I know you're just trying to go through routine, being up, and but that's you just let up a little bit, and that's what can happen. Well, they're calling tight, but it looks like there's a fair bit of room, but they've got to go on it for some weight.
Okay, well then, whoa, no line.
Do you want to curl it? No, she says just whoa. Okay. Wow.
it really comes at the end there. They might have been able to sweep that a little bit.
Got 27.
I like that from Kelly Kalo. She said just whoa, so she went whoa. So she can see enough of this to make the double. She's electing to take the ones in the house. So Shanna's trying again. No, she may have gotten this one out just a little bit, so they're not touching this one at all.
Corey, piece, Corey, hard Sherry at the T-line.
Shannon Morris was a hockey mom. Her kids were young. She had 3 boys and spent a lot of time at the hockey rink.
27 I got.
Not only curling, but I guess her boys got into hockey.
She's putting on a lot of miles.
Right.
You know, and you saw the direction there from Matina. She was going to hit that rock pretty skinny, and she was letting her sweepers know to get ready at the T line, because it may not have enough to get out. Just a lot of the little things this team does.
Well then. You can go. Make it curl if you can.
So another come around the center guard attempt. It's a little bit wide out there, but they're bringing it in. She's trying to get it a little bit buried. Might have a little bit of edge on it.
It's a pretty good
so
shot.
there's no double.
Can you see this? Yes.
Good Tina's team, they didn't name a coach here. They don't have one, but they've had a lot of great
A
coaching.
solid 10 is good here.
Well, they always have Terry.
They have Terry.
He's here.
It's high though.
And also, they are all coaches themselves.
Great, Shannon, got her.
So Shannon's going to try to play this close to the guard to try to get the double, wanting to get the one for sure.
Yep, Sherry. Hard, Sherry, hard.
It's running down the line. Sweepers are trying to hold this one and get it by. It's backed
look
up.
at that.
It's backed up. Yep. Oh, good. Sweepers are getting them to back up a little bit. Actually backed it up too much. Yeah, I
Don't
heard
be
that.
so good.
She cooked it too much.
Yeah, she cooked it too much.
You yelled, yeah, and I went hard, and you gotta tell me when to get off. Good sweep. Too good. So once
How can
again,
you be too good?
Too good.
Yeah.
Going too hard, and your skip doesn't think you're going to go that hard, and you put it too far out there, and now it's too late. It's not going to come up.
Yep. Go. I got more. Line. I did too, actually. Go for line.
Okay, so they're trying this come around again. This one's a little bit tighter on the line.
Back 4. Right up. Right up. Back hard line. Hard. Right up.
It comes over that line, and it's getting really close. I think we're on the guard here. So a couple hung out wide, and that one they got to go, and it racked on the guard.
I guess. Yeah, I think so. She's going to come here next. Like, she's going to go in front of us. We can get there first if you prefer, but it still leaves the 2 in play.
I'd rather.
Okay, there are 3 in play, I guess. Yeah, even a nose hit here is a good shot.
Yep.
Okay, so there. Okay.
You're talking about sweeping and how effective it is. There was a little conversation going on last night. I don't know if you were there for it, but once you've had a sweeper
Here is not a bad
that can,
shot. It's still, she's
that
gonna
can really
ignore
sweep
it.
and
She's
carry
gonna
that
come
rock
around
that
guard,
much
but
further,
hopefully the 3.
when you don't have it, you really notice it. And I've, through the years, I'll tell you, I've had sweepers that both men and ladies that make the biggest difference in the shot. One being my third back in Parksville when I curled there was Keith Clark for a few years, and he's played a lot in these events with Wes Craig. And once you've had Keith, you are spoiled.
Well, and that goes right to our point of playing together for a while, and when somebody's leaning on it hard, that they can actually hold it for a little bit longer than maybe someone else. So you got to know what your players are capable of. And just the last shot of Tina's there, she discussed that she could come around, get to the top 4, or they could hit the open one and basically eliminate one more Northwest Territories. But they knew they were going to be giving her this draw to the top. They felt more comfortable just eliminating another yellow, and we'll see what Tina has with her last one here, because Sharon can put one right around, right to the top 4, buried, and maybe get a deuce.
Good communication by the Sharon and her front end there, talking about what the weight is down here. Has it changed? She's got a pretty good idea.
Yeah, because they've struggled with the line. They've had 2 out in the open and 1 that racked in the guard. So you're just cleaning this one. Looks like the line is good. You got room. It should start coming in here.
It's pretty good. Start to break right now.
They're calling back 4. They can start scrubbing this one, carving it in behind, trying to get it buried. So it is showing.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, there you go.
Sharon, she'll be happy with that, right?
Thank you, Anita, for showing us exactly how much of that they can see from the other end. So at half a rock, she's going to take a run at this one.
It's inside that, it will go. So just be careful.
She could just come down to it as well and give up the one. Make it tough for her, Deuce, if she throws on the top. And
just be careful we don't overcook this, okay?
Don't overcook this one.
Yeah.
Just board, I'm thinking.
I mean,
they've thrown a few down here now. They know what it does, so.
Like a firm board, probably.
And from what I've seen from the sweeping, they can even back this one up. So she has a little bit of variance. She can see enough of the rock. She feels comfortable just making it go away. So she felt pretty positive with the release.
Corey, curl it. Go.
Okay, so nice throw by Anita. She didn't overthrow that, and she got it to come up a little bit at the end.
And
Picked
she
it
knew,
up.
don't touch it.
Picked it up nice. Oh, Sherry
the
was
same
going to
thing,
take
eh?
that one off, but
We take one?
there's one more rock to come down here.
One, or do we try to blanket?
Is there no split there anywhere?
I don't know what this does out here.
Yeah, that's
That one's
same thing, I guess.
Oh, it's on, right. Okay.
We talked about blanking the end or possibly taking one. It looks like they're going to take one.
Yeah,
You
there was
guys
no.
wanna
They
blank
did
or
also look
take
to see
one?
if anything was splittable to put two on the rings,
Up
but
there, because
with
I don't know what it does exactly.
that red one is in half of the ring, and the yellows, maybe that center one might be close enough to split and roll on for the deuce. Trying to get their one.
And wait.
And here comes the final stone of the sixth end.
Where were we? Top where? Top 4. Well, let's go.
Sharon Cormier trying to draw for her one.
Full eight.
They've navigated it through the port. And just a matter of where it stops. I got a 15-3 on this one, so
Looks pretty nice. She just threw it.
beautiful.
Nice shot. 2 shots in a row.
Right on the Everest
Very
logo
nice.
for a score of 1 in the sixth end. So we have Alberta 9, Northwest Territories 2.
The evidence, right? Kick this red out of there.
From cash spiels to grand slams, club competitions to world championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders, plus behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
And welcome back once again to the Everest Senior Curling Championships here in Moncton. Our feature game, Alberta and Northwest Territory ladies.
Okay, if it stays.
And we did have the Territories scoring a single
13-2.
in the sixth end.
It's good.
9-2 Alberta.
And they're playing.
And they're playing.
We thought they might take a rest here and just regroup because they do go right back on the ice, Northwest Territories. Alberta doesn't play until tonight, but no, they probably just want to throw a few more rocks, get a better feel for the ice. And Sharon had great draw weight, made 2 outstanding draws last end to get the 1. She wasn't shooting against a bunch of rocks either, so I guess they just want to carry on that momentum, and maybe it'll carry on until the next game.
Yeah, I think they're starting to feel a little more comfortable, and yeah, get yourself feeling good, ready for the next one.
It's in the house? Yeah. Just in case I touch it and you, yeah, okay.
Right, so they have the one center guard on the center line.
Right here,
and that one did come into the rings, but Atina could try to hit that one that's in the rings and take it out, but because it's kind of buried by that center guard, she takes that guard and they both stay there. So she's elected to come around that one in the top ring.
That looks pretty good.
Just top 4. Take a look.
What's Alberta's goal here for the rest of this game?
Curl quite a bit.
Make shots. Stay focused.
13
Try and make some shots. Don't put guards. Make sure you're in or through.
Yeah, and you know what? They just keep it going. You know, stay focused. You know, you don't want to start missing shots and put things in your mind for the next game. If you're playing well, just keep playing well.
Execution, right?
Yeah. So Tina doesn't mind.
Who does Alberta play tonight?
And the late game.
Ladies.
They get none of it. Nunavut.
Nunavut.
Nunavut. I'll try to get that right by the end of this. I've had a few different pronunciations thrown at me, so I apologize.
Curling now.
Back 4. Okay.
Whoa, then.
Whoa. I don't think we're back 4. I think we're top 8.
Yeah, this one's going to start breaking in there quite nicely.
Yep.
So this is something we didn't see from Northwest Territories earlier in the game. Double guard, one around it into the top 4.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, definitely a confidence builder for yourself going into the next
forward,
game.
Right?
Yeah. So, and you know what? And this will give Alberta some peel attempts. You know.
Just clean. Yep. Hard, Shannon. Get the roll. Nice.
Just perfect execution.
That's good. That's okay.
Half a rock.
It's in the 13.
Clean.
13,
That's what you want to hear.
7. Okay.
And they're quite prepared to take one at a time. Roll out.
Guard. Kate.
These ladies are very focused. I really like it when one of my sweepers comes down to me and says, "What was the time on that?" Or if the next thrower says, "What did you get on that?" And then they know going down to the other end. But if you're standing at the hog line and you're not watching the shot go down, how many times do you see where somebody lets go of the rock and then they don't follow their rock, they don't see what happened or what the other team did? You're better off. Watch what's going on.
Some distance here.
Let me get it to the.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know if my skip Wade White has a stopwatch. No, I know he does, but we usually time a lot more than he does. He's pretty focused. He's pretty focused on watching line and releases of everybody else's. So, every team will have different dynamics and jobs and duties for the players.
Gotta go. Yes. Hard. Okay.
Well, that was hard to do. Is he gonna get it out of there?
55.
That's okay.
Almost. So
that's close enough.
Yeah. Trying for the peel. Got a little bit tight. Jammed. Well, not quite a jam. It stayed in the very back.
Get in there.
But still 2 guards for Territories to come around.
And one of those little
biters. According to Tina, I think they've got 2 biters now. So, for Alberta, they don't want a whole bunch of little kickers kicking around and, maybe Tina having to draw against a whole bunch at the end. Alberta will continue to try to keep the top open.
Top house, maybe short.
Yep, hard line.
We're just
hard line. Yep.
Short.
Oh, they're coming up there.
Hard.
Saying it's a little short.
Guys, hard. Short. Hard.
I have been sweeping it the whole distance, so.
Yeah.
Well, far as it'll go. Far as it'll go.
A guard for them at this point is better than one through the ring, so.
Good eye, guys.
And Tina
Right
again
into
will
here's good.
try and get rid of them all.
Normal.
Yeah, she's gonna throw this a little hard. Try to get some action on those 2 yellow ones behind it. Try to send the red one straight back into the pile if she can.
Shannon Morris.
Yep. Hard. Yes.
They're on it early and they're holding it out there.
Whoa.
Yeah, I can see it coming off the line.
Yes. Hard.
Oh.
That's good.
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave the center anymore, so good. My fault.
So Shannon able to roll her shooter off from the center line. Now just the one center guard left for Sharon to come around here. With Cheryl throwing this one.
Yeah, it is more.
Trying to come around into the 4 foot.
Back 4. T back 4. Yep. No T. Yep.
This is a spot where it seems to come down pretty hard. So
Yeah, we'll see if the sweeper's called T. We'll see if it actually gets there. It's like cutting hard on him.
and again.
Okay, they indicated that had lost a little bit of a handle.
Right.
Not sure if it was
And
a
it
soft handle or picked a little.
This way, I guess.
That's where it happened before, and I'm thinking maybe in that center area down at the far end, it's a little bit from the slide path. It is a little sticky, a little fudgy.
Maybe flattening a little. Well, they have been sweeping hard out there, so wearing the pebble down a little bit more.
Okay, this
So
one
it's
has to curl a bit.
Yeah, they want to get a good quarter rock. She's trying to carve this one over.
Watch that one.
Yeah.
Pretty good weight.
Cow. She stayed a little bit and then out.
I'm on it.
But she got one.
Yep.
Little tap, I think,
Just
maybe.
one by one.
If we tap it on an angle, that's okay.
It's getting harder for her to draw around this one. It's getting deeper into the house from a nibbler to a top 12 to almost biting the 8 foot here.
And Tina's thinking, as long as I have an open shot with my last one, I'm just going to keep that 4 foot open as much as possible.
Yeah, ideally she'd like probably a nose hit at this point on her last.
We're tapping.
So while she sets up in that one, we'll give you a quick update over here. I see them pushing the rocks back on sheet number 1, and Saskatchewan has won that game 8-3. In our sheet
Oh, it might be
2
more
game.
than that.
Oh, sorry, 8-4, and they just conceded after they just scored the one for Manitoba in that one. Alberta up 6-3 with the hammer now, playing in 7. And in the Quebec-Saskatchewan ladies game, we have Saskatchewan up 8-2, playing the 7th end.
And we have a final on sheet E. Ontario, Rajala has beat Nunavut 7-4. They went full 8 ends. And sheet F, Nova Scotia, Teresa Breen is up 4-2 on New Brunswick's Graham. Ontario, Joanne Rizzo stole 3 in the 6th end, so she's got a commanding lead against Nunavut. Chiselet, it's 7-2. And Newfoundland men, Ryan is playing Northwest Territories, Huddy, and they're winning 5-3 without the hammer going into the 7th end.
Okay, and on our feature game here, Sharon Cormier just tried to come around her own rock, rubbed it and rolled into the 8 foot, which is shot stone. We have Tina Ford Johnston gonna hit that shot rock.
Or we can roll behind, but then she's still gonna maybe use that, but we'll see. I may draw her to the open. Okay.
She's okay with hitting and staying right there.
Nose hit here is good.
So nose takeout attempt. Tina did mention that she could roll under, but felt that Sharon would just play the raise and end up having a guard. This one needs to come up a fair bit for her. Trying to curl it up at the end. It'll roll outward, but she will not be shot. We'll hang in there for a second. I think it does. So if Sharon can make a draw anywhere in the 8 foot, she can make Tina look at 2. She's going to try to come around that one again. They did tick it over a little bit last time. We'll see if
That's not very much ice.
Not from what I've seen curling here, especially with, like we were talking about how the center is maybe fudging a little, maybe grabbing. They have thrown some soft handles that has made him go, so maybe she'll have an outward release.
And the other thing is she threw 2 beautiful outturn draws last end, so she's probably feeling a lot more confident with her draw right now in that outturn.
Yeah, but this does look like tight ice. They will probably have to
tight, right?
Sweep it early.
Little room. Same weight, same weight.
Well, So they're saying that it has room early, so got it all out there.
Go by. Straight. Straight.
Oh, straight.
Yeah. Now they're catching the curl, and I got a 16 on that one, so wasn't maybe the weight that they were looking for. It definitely got the curl, and as we suggested, maybe a little more ice, but
if I make
Tina
the
has to
double,
make
she is sitting too.
will it go over there? So we might as well, do you think, play the... I think we have to play the hit because we don't want to give up two, right? No hits. Well, we won't be shot over that guy though, right?
No, we won't.
Okay, well, I guess we got to play the draw, Shannon.
But you
So
said
it's a
where's
draw
this
against
one shot?
3.
I think so. It's close though. I don't... Half. Yeah, red is shot.
Well, you can play the hit if you want.
The only thing is, Shannon, if
might jam.
I hit here, is it going over there? And then also, my shooter's not going to be shot, but
It is, yeah.
I think we could. It might jam on that too, right?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just play the draw, but let's make the draw.
Yeah.
Let's make the draw. I like that.
Okay, so you heard the discussion there. Tina was a little worried that come off her own yellow and jam over this way.
We just
That would be very hard to do.
So don't overcook it, but make
Jam
sure
the back
top
one
4
maybe.
foot, right?
She's just going to let it outdraw him.
That's okay too.
I think this is a good shot for her to do right now. She's up
Fighting the
9-2.
4 will get you shot
Right.
back.
She's feeling pretty confident, and gives her a practice at this shot.
Yeah, I'm quite confident she could have eliminated one. She may have jammed it into that one to give up one. She's going to try to just score her one here, draw to full 8.
I'm tight and I'm light.
Oh no.
Sherry, look up, Sherry, look up. Look up, Sherry.
Take a look.
So Tina gives her sweepers an indication of how she feels as soon as she lets it go. She thought she was tight and light.
Excellent communication, and she's outside of that center path, so her rock ran a little bit nicer.
Yeah, and the sweepers, they make their evaluation with what she says, so you got everybody all on the same page. Tina makes a nice draw into the 4 foot, scores 1 more point. Alberta 10, Northwest Territories 2, and looks like they're shaking hands, and that's the end of that one. So we will be back at 2 o'clock for our BC PEI ladies, and we'll hope to see you then. Thank you. It's
bye for now.
Penny Shantz and Dan Hollowaychik. Bye for now.